Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Are you ready?
Let's get ready to rumble!
Here we go, boys! We are back. Let's see if I can still do this. Game number 1. Marko versus Jeen. Let's see if this stream can still work, boys. If it's still working, let's go. Looks good, I think.
Here comes the Duke.
Here comes the Doof indeed. Berg in the house. Oh yeah, I forgot to pick the map. It is Hackfreeze is over, not City on the Siege. Map picked by Jeen. Huge thanks to our sponsor. Great one, boys. Let's go. Drones are already out. Bottom left spawn for Jeen. Top right spawn for Marko. Drones are already out. Let's have a look, boys. Where is Jeen's drone? Jeen's drone is top right.
Boy, dude.
Holy shit. Damn, son.
There it is.
Drone for Marko is down here. Already double war for Jeen, boys. Marko's drone goes down. Marko went for a preemptive service depot. Meanwhile, boys, the predictions are still open. Let me see if I can find the button. Here it is. Predictions are still open. Get your predictions in. Thank you, Mr. Grade 1. 87% on Marko, 13% on Jeen. Marko believers are here in the chat. AFK Miner for Marko. Oof. Meanwhile, Jeen is a miner ahead, a War Factory ahead. Still AFK for Marko. Marko now on double War Factories as well. He has not noticed yet that he only has 6 miners working for him. Landscaping for Marko, preparing for that. Ref still doesn't notice that AFK miner. That might hurt him because Jeen is already on 3 War Factories. Nice build order indeed from Jeen, bottom left. Marko finally puts the miner back to work. How far did he fall behind? He is 2 tanks behind and now on triple war. Not game ending. Just a shame though that Marko didn't notice earlier. Anyways, he should sell this ref, place another ref here. Jeen on 4 wars, that broke. Forward barracks on the right side. He needs to deal with these miners. This miner got droned. Jeen doesn't notice. He has not noticed yet. He's dealing on the right side with Marko. This miner might go down. Oh no, he did notice. The service depot comes out. Saves the miner. MCV is moving, so no stretch towards top left yet. Oh, Jeen has all of his miners here. That's not good. He's going broke. Let's have a look at Marko. Marko has his miners split pretty good. Yeah, this is gonna hurt Jeen. These miners are not working properly. Nice build order, but now falling behind is Jeen. Well, not too much. He's still a tank ahead, but... Is Legend here? 5 miners gonna move towards here. Now 6 is gonna be there in total. Yeah, Jeen's eco struggling a bit. MCV move from Marko. Mr. Pizarro is in the house. Let's go. VIP in the house. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, we're back, boys. We had to deal with some things in real life, but I think the dust has settled and we're back to stream more often. Stick till the end, boys. We have an announcement for this month and next month, so don't go anywhere. And a huge thanks to our sponsors as well. Grade 1 with a huge sponsor for weekly show matches, boys. $150 in the prize pool. Well, this is $25 for a show match. And we're going to do more. Sunday, we have 2 show matches as well, boys. Sunday, we have a rematch between Latov and Luke Z. And we have Legend versus Tim, which is another rematch as well. Last time they played was over on Fortune's Chaos, and I believe Legend took it. Tim looking for revenge versus Legend. Both show matches on Sunday will be regular too as well. Meanwhile, 5 War Factories for Mr. Marko. Service Depot MCV move on 4 Wars is Mr. Jeen. Look at the amount of doggies. Cloud is here. Let's go. Oh, the MCV deploys just in time. All out dog war here. Marko wins the doggy war, it seems. Oh, drone gets a miner. Service depot is over here. Jeen is gonna send it on the right side. No splits, boys. No splits. 2 huge army gonna go against each other here. Jeen saves the miner. Drones go down. No drone spam from Jeen. Marko is ahead by 7 tanks. No splits, boys. No splits. MCV move from Marko. He's gonna go mid, boys. Nowhere else for him to go but mid. Scratch that. The dude doesn't know what he's talking about. Where is this MCV going? The MCV is heading towards the war zone. Doggies go at each other again. Jeen giving away all of his doggies. Here comes the MCV. No splits. Doggies coming in for Jeen. Here comes the engagement. Right side engagement. Sentry comes out. Who's winning here? Marko's tanks are moving around. Here comes Marko now pushing in. According to the unit counter, Marko is still ahead by a few. More doggies incoming from Marko now. Still no splits. MCV cell from Jeen. Long distancing the gems for Marko. Jeen has already gotten his gems. Oh yeah, it's regular too. This dog is not gonna eat this NG. I got drone somewhere. Oh, tank on drone. Never mind. MCV cell after the ref for Marko. 40 tanks each. Here comes G, bringing all of his miners. This is an all-in push from Jeen. A lot of doggies as well for Jeen. This should be good for Jeen, I think. There's no way Marko can survive this with all of the miner fodder. Elite comes out for Jeen.
Player defeated.
And Marko goes down. It is 1-0 for Jeen. Wow, what a game. Osama is here for game number 2. Zaslan is here for game number 2. Zara is here as well. Let's go. The boys are in. Game number 2. Marko versus Jeen. This is Marko's map pick. It is Stormy Weather. Sponsored show match by Great One Boys. Relative to best out of 11, first to 6. Right side spawn for the yellow player Marko. Left side spawn for the red player Jeen. War factories are out. Let's bring out the oil counter. You'll see it at the top below the players' names. 2 drones for Jeen. Single drone for Marko. Zero for Jeen, not going a miner from the war. Looking for the 1-2 punch is Jeen. Here comes the drone. Nope. Ah, and the sentry gets the drone. Marko's drone goes down, so no tank drone either. Jeen went 0. He's on 2 miners at the bottom left. 2 revs here. There were 2 revs there. Both drones from Jeen do not connect. This other drone went down as well. We don't see it on the unit counter. There is a drone from Marko still here. Still full health. Gets a tank. Teching up already is Marko. Jeen brings out a 3rd ref to get ore. Bridge goes down. Fully teched up is Marko. He's gonna lose an oil. That's on the bridge by Marko. That's good. Forces the miners back on the left side. Does not get a miner kill. Marko ahead in tech. Jeen ahead by 1 oil. Thank you, Jump Toes. Lovely to hear that, bro. Found it on the VODs on YouTube, I presume. Thanks, bro. Huge thanks to our sponsors, keeping the game alive as well. Iron Curtain is out for Marko. Jeen brings out the naval. His eco not doing too well, but he gets the Iron Curtain out a minute after Marko. MCV move as well. Both bridges go down. Naval is out for Marko. The oil goes down bottom left. What does Jeen have going for him, boys? Not much. He's got the same amount of tanks as Marko. He is 1 miner behind on Marko. He's only on 4 miners. Marko is 2 miners ahead. Scratch that. And Iron Curtain is ready for Marko. Still a minute for Jeen. 3 drones. Oof. Okay, both players, their Iron Curtains are ready. Jeen making a move towards the right side. I see popped on drones on the left. Jeen making his way through right side. Can he get the Iron Curtain? He can pop the IC if he wants to. Gets the Iron Curtain. Still has the Iron Curtain. Pops it. Gets the bell up. Huge value for Jeen, but He's losing a lot of tanks for this trade. He's gonna be left with 5 tanks. Can Marko just retaliate and finish the game? Marko lost his Iron Curtain, lost the Battle Lab, but he is up by 10 tanks. Desolators and Service Depot though for Mr. Jeen, looking to hold. Marko does not retaliate. Jeen is recovering. Iron Curtain is back up for Marko. Needs to deal with these miners. They're mining dirt. Needs a ref here. Jeen. Same thing. Needs a ref at the top here. Both players dead broke. Iron Curtain is ready for Jeen. But his tanks are in the middle island. Is he going to send over an engine? I don't know what the... Dreadnought out. Yeah. Jeen was hoping that there was no squid by Marko. Jeen not using his Iron Curtain, which is weird. He's giving Marko an opportunity to pop his Iron Curtain. What are these tanks doing in the middle? IC is ready for both of them. And all that time that Jeen didn't use the IC, now he uses it defensively to defend his Iron Curtain. And the Iron Curtain is still ready for Marko. Is there an NG in here? Is he gonna repair the bridge? Here comes the push again on the Iron Curtain. Ooh. Can he get... Oh my goodness! Marko does not get the Iron Curtain! My god! Oh man! Oh man! What a game! Does not get the Iron Curtain. And now advantage to Jeen. Oh man! Here's the NG. Oh, it's gonna be a foot race. Nope. Game of chicken right here. Can the NG get to the hut in time? No split. Marko pushing on the right side. Jeen's Iron Curtain is ready. Can the NG get in here? Oh, a nice miner here. Oh! Nope! NG is so weak! Meanwhile, split from Marko on the left side. IC is popped. He should get the Iron Curtain. Nope, and no, he's not gonna get it again. NG goes down again. Oh man. Iron Curtains were popped. There are no NGs. Oh man, what a game. And everything has reset it again. We have 2 minutes to the next IC. Can the NG get in here? Oh, a nice miner here. We're back, boys, and here comes Akira from Marko in the meantime. Nothing else going on. The miner again, pushing away the Desolator. Now he's gonna get in. Yep. Bridge has been repaired. What is this? IC gets absolutely nothing. Oh, what is going on? And the bridge goes down. Oh, the IC drones can't cross. Oh my goodness. What is this game? Meanwhile, on the left side, it's falling apart for both of them. IC finally goes down. Oh, what a game. Is Marko getting value? Yes, he is. The Iron Curtain went down. Kirov gets an oil. Zero oils for Jeen, 1 oil for Marko. Marko out tanking by 7. Kirov is alive from Marko. And here's Kirov from Jeen. Black. What's it called? A Sea Scorpion. Drones out for Marko. And there is no Iron Curtain from Jeen to counter this. I see drones here. Well, yeah. Looking good for Marko. I'm calling it, boys. What a game on Stormy weather. Here comes the drones. 1 HP Kirov. Drones going into the miners. Here comes the drones on the tanks. There's no service depot. There it is. Nah, you're not quick enough. Oh, man. Nope. It's over. It's looking like a 15-minute game, and it's looking like Marko's gonna take it. Miners going down. Oof, oof, oof. $16 tanks to 13 in Marko's favor. Iron Curtain will be ready again for Marko soon. Jeen does not have the eco to rebuild his. So Marko is just gonna keep on icy droning him. Well, maybe not. It's getting value either way. Marko is just gonna keep on picking on Jeen with these icy drones. There it is, 5 drones. John with the resub, let's go. Thanks a lot, bro. As we take a look at another instant replay, the legendary ICs. What is this? IC gets absolutely nothing. Oh, what is going on? And the bridge goes down. Oh, the IC drones can't cross. Oh my goodness. Game number 3, Marko versus Jeen. Here we are on a map pick by Jeen. He just lost on Stormy Weather, so this is his map pick. It is Dorado Descent, and everybody should know this map from Jeen. This is a map where he goes mad drones, only drones, shit ton of drones, huge amount of drones. I have no other words for it, boys. Just a lot of drones for Jeen. Let's see if it works out versus Marko this time. Marko will spawn top left, the yellow player. And we have Jeen bottom right, the red player. Let's see if indeed Jeen goes that drone approach. He goes the double War Factory build off the bat. Marko does the same. Oh. Snipes the drone. Marko's drone is still alive. Nope, scratch that. Not anymore. Boys, like I said earlier, we have a sponsor, Mr. Great One. He sponsored this show match, and he will many others as well. We've got $150 in the prize pool to organize at least 6 show matches a week. And you know what we thought to do with all these show matches that are coming up. Starting today, starting from this show match, Marko versus Jeen, we're gonna create a tier list, boys, based on the results of the players playing in these show matches. Meanwhile, Marko gets a minor drone. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna place the names of these players on a tier list, and depending on who they beat, they will move up or move down or whatever. And hopefully, at the end of the year, we would have a tier list based on something, and not only based on opinion, but based on results. Since this month till December, that is. So, yeah. So that's an idea we had for this. Meanwhile, triple War Factory for both players. Hope you guys are interested in that as well. I would love to see the tier list, see who will end up at the top at the end of December. Everybody's tier list is different. Here's a drone from Marko. That drone goes down. This drone connects. Jeen saves the miner. Meanwhile, Marko tacking up on 3 War Factories. The tier to end all tiers. Yes, sir. That's a good one. That's what we're gonna call it. Drone to stop the MCV move. Marko lets a drone behind him. Meanwhile, Iron Curtain is out for Marko. We do not see the drone approach here from Jeen. Why isn't Jeen doing his drone strategy? It might have failed before versus Marko. Who knows? There's a split from Jeen top right. Marko sees it. Sends 3 tanks to the top. And a drone as well. Marko should have more than enough to take on this split. Meanwhile, bottom. Jeen drives through a couple of miners. Does not get a single kill. And he loses absolutely every tank he has. Well, nope, not really. He's gonna split, but I don't think he got any value. Reinforcements driving straight through, straight into Marko's tanks here. Oof. Panic mode by Jeen. Nope. Interesting. I'm disappointed. Disappointed that I didn't see the Jeen approach, the Jeen drone approach here. Iron Curtain is ready for Marko. I really wanted to see the drone approach. Well, it's coming now. There they are. What is Marko doing? His Iron Curtain is ready. He's popped it. And this should end it. Well, who knows, boys? I think Jeen might have lost against Marko with the drone approach. But I really wanted to see the drone approach from Jeen. Anyways. This game is definitely going to go to Marko. There's no way Jeen's going to win it, and Jeen goes down. It is 2-1 to Marko. Mr. Adam Wolf is here. Mr. Vitality, the one and only Mr. Ed, is in the chat. Map pick by Jeen, boys. It is Poltergeist by Prophet. Sponsored show match. Best out of 11. Huge thanks to our sponsor, Great One. 2 vetoes each. Not a single veto has been used yet. Bottom right spawn for Marko, the yellow player. They have spawned on the oils. So they will move their MCV, or maybe they have an OP stretch towards the next patch of gems. Same thing for Jeen. Jeen, the red player, will spawn top left. Same thing, he might stretch. I think I've seen Jeen stretch before, but you know what? Yeah, I was so wrong on Dorado that said, I don't know what Jeen's gonna do, boys. Meanwhile, 4 minors each. AFK minor for Marko, as we come to see often in this show match. AFK minor on gems. On Heck, there was an AFK minor as well. Marko sees it immediately this time. Thank you, Ed. Yeah, boys. Oh, Ed, bro, I think I've never streamed Jeen versus Marko before. Can you believe it? I think this is the first time in the 3 or 4 years we've been streaming show matches. I've never had Jeen versus Marko. At least, no, I'm pretty sure. 99% sure we've never had Jeen versus Marko. So this is a first for me as well. Double War Factory for Marko. Double War for Jeen. Drones are, gems are done for Marko. Gems should be done for Jeen as well. Jeen is a minor ahead. Yeah, bro. Drone goes down. Triple war now for Marko. Triple war for Jeen. Stretching towards these gems are ready. Interesting stretch. Interesting stretch. Usually this patch is only taken at the end of the game. It's just interesting build from Jeen. MCV move from Marko. Not going for this patch, no. Yeah. Jeen versus Luke Z, Battle of the Weasels. We have Luke Z in action on Sunday, boys. Luke Z versus Latov, the rematch. Luke Z upset Latov in the King of Westwood tournament. We're gonna have the rematch this Sunday. Rattler 2, best out of 11. Here is Jeen at the top. 4th War Factory for Marko at the top as well. There's the forward barracks for Marko. Jeen is ahead by a few tanks, but Marko has the home field advantage. Sells the MCV, never mind. No more sentries for Marko. Does Marko have enough? Marko pushing in. Jeen still out tanking. Marko with the Connies. Marko with the father. Pretty even. Marko pushes Jeen back thanks to the father. But isn't enough to end. War goes down. Not in time. Not sold in time. Going after the miners. Now Jeen bringing the miners, hoping to swing it that way. Nope, not enough. Not enough. Marko holds and is retaliating, and Jeen goes down. And I stick to it. I thought it was a weird build at the top. Marko versus Jeen. We're on game number 5 in this sponsored show match. Stream is working good, can't complain. Every button I press seems to be working, let's go. Map pick by Jeen Boys, Impasse by Instinct, a Chinese map maker with some OP maps. Huge thanks to our sponsor, Grade 1, here we go. We have the bottom right spawn to yellow player, Marko. MCV move after the War Factory, I expect the same from Jeen indeed. He spawns top left, the red player. Best out of 11, first to a 6. Paradrop from Marko is over here near his oil. Paradrop from Jeen, targeting the ref. Oh, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. Yeah, that's a good ref kill, and the drone gets in. Marko still has a drone somewhere. No, those are monkeys. Oh, there it is. Drone for Marko over here. Commies is still alive for Jeen getting value. One drone gets the target here, top left. Forces the service depot. There's still a drone out for Marko. Can he get something on the right side and force a second depot? Meanwhile, Jeen out tanking by a lot. 4 tanks for Jeen. Marko going for the eco. He's on 6-2 ahead on Jeen. 69-1 on this map. Let's go. Nice sentry cornering this drone. The drone gets a tank though. Marko double war. He's gonna long distance at this moment. He needs a ref. 6 miners are gonna move now. He's gonna be on 7 soon. Jeen has the same issue, but he already have this ore ref up. What is this mine? Oh my goodness! It moved there automatically. Jeen ahead by 3 tanks. Ref is out for Marko. A lot of miners on dispatch. Oh, Jeen! Jeen getting caught. Jeen getting caught. Oh man, this is a couple of tanks for free. Now Mark is out tanking all of a sudden. Oh, Jeen. Ugh. Fourth war though. Jeen is on 4 war factories. No father for Jeen. Split from Marko. At the bottom, does Jeen have enough? Marko's just gonna regroup back at home. This split top left. Jeen gets the oil. Marko gets the airport. No more free units for Jeen. Nothing else going on the right side. MCV move for Marko. Split from Marko top left, getting value. Goes after the power plant. Gets it. Paradrop. Marko's still winning top left. MCV move from Marko. He's on 4 wars as well. It's not over yet. Marko is 3 miners ahead on Jeen. Jeen is falling behind by 5 tanks. MCV move again from Marko. Split from Jeen. Can this split be the game changer? Marko already sees this coming. Split from Marko goes uncontested or is being chased by Jeen. But on the right side, Jeen might win, but nah, I don't think it's enough. Here comes Marko. Gets a minor kill. 1 HP minor from Marko. I don't think Jeen got anything there. Our factory goes down. Jeen's in trouble. Yeah, it's over. Man, oh man. Marko, 4-game winning streak. Game number 6. We are on Coldest Peak. It is a map pick by Jeen. 4-game winning streak from Marko, and the score is 4-1. Best out of 11, first to 6. Jeen does not want Marko to win this one. You don't want Marko to go on match point 5-1. No, no, no. You don't want Marko to go on match point, period. OP comments by the Doof. Let's go. Right side spawn for Marko, the yellow player. And the left side spawn for Jeen. Already moved his MCV. Ooh, I like it. I like the early sprint, and he gets the drone out of the way. He's going 0, boys. Jeen is trying something different. Is he? Gets the minor drone. And now, yep, he should put the pressure on the Marko. The 1-2 punch incoming from Jeen. Defense against the drone. The drone goes down. Is this the game Jeen has been waiting for? He's got a drone. What is the drone? Gonna get this miner again. And Marko goes down. Told you guys. Let's go. It's 4-2. Game number 7, boys. Quick intro. We're gonna keep on doing quick intros for small maps, just in case players will rush. So no map preview and no other overlays in the quick intro. Just we go directly to the game. Best out of 11, boys. First to 6. We are on Dry Heat. This is a map pick by Marko. Not his original map pick. He picked Fjord, but it was vetoed by Jeen. So Jeen using one of his vetoes. He still has one left. Marko still has both of his vetoes left. Yellow player Marko will spawn at the top. Jeen at the bottom. And the boys were spamming out the turns have tabled. Has the turns tabled. Has Jeen. Is Jeen gonna win 3 in a row to tie up the series? Let's go. Latov special, says the gray one. Marko will go an extra minor from the war. He will be a minor ahead on Jeen, while Jeen already switched over to Rhinos. Jeen goes an extra ref, so he will be on 4 minors as well, while Marko goes double warp. Slightly different build orders for the boys. They are not mirroring each other. Jeen's drone goes down. No miners getting droned this game. Marko still has a drone though. Double war comes out for Jeen, while the third comes out for Marko. Third war for Jeen. Marko, a minor ahead. Both of them are on 3 war factories. Radar comes out for Marko. Is Jeen going ref first, or is he teching up? I think he's going ref first. Yeah, ref comes out for Jeen, meaning that Marko is ahead. In tech as well. Engagement from Marko, gets a free tank. Loses a Desolator though, 2 Desolators. All in all, good exchange from Jeen. He gets 2 Desolators and the tank numbers are equal. But in the meantime, Marko has teched up fully. Where is this miner going? Jeen on the left side. Drives into a miner. Does get the kill. Marko forgetting about his dogs. But he's pushing back Jeen. Does Marko have enough on the left side? Pushes Jeen back, but does lose a miner. And Marko is dead broke. Trying to get the Iron Curtain out. There it is. Iron Curtain is out for Marko. Now Jeen goes broke, trying to tack up. It's pretty equal, but Jeen ahead by 1 miner. Marko is ahead with the Iron Curtain. Service depot, MCV cell from Marko. Looking to push and end. Drone goes down. Iron Curtain is not out yet for Jeen. He's now falling behind by like 2 minutes. There's the Iron Curtain for Jeen. 2.5 minutes behind on Marko. Maybe even 3 minutes. I think it's even 3 minutes behind on Marko. Comes the drones from Marko. If Jeen can hold... If Jeen can hold this push from Marko with the Iron Curtain drones, it will look good for him. Split from Jeen. Jeen gets nothing on the left side. Nah, I don't think it's... Nah. Jeen needs to hold for another minute. He's falling behind in tanks. Nah, drone's doing work for Marko. Here comes Marko, out tanking by 10. Can Marko end? MCV cell from Jeen. 10 seconds to Iron Curtain. IC is popped. Can Jeen turn it around? Marko is retreating. Marko's tank numbers are falling. But Marko will hold. And now he has the Iron Curtain. Oh, what a game. Five seconds to Iron Curtain for Marko. He is out tanking as well. Gotta get a miner on his way in. Oh, Desos. Oh, man. Does Marko pop it here? No. Oh, Jeen defends. Jeen defends. It's looking good for Jeen. His Iron Curtain will be ready in 40 seconds. Oh, Jeen. Are you gonna pull out a win here, bro? Is it gonna happen for Jeen? Both players, their ICs are ready. They're popped. Jeen popped it in Marko's base. What's he going after? Nobody gets any value. Drones from Marko, thinning out Jeen's army though. Oh, and the Deso. He Desoed himself. It is still pretty even, boys. Oh, man. Tesla troopers for Marko. Oh, Jeen. Marko's broke. Can Jeen end it here? He needs to click down the tanks. Oh, oh, what a game! 2 tanks left for Marko. 1 tank. Marko has only 1 tank to Iron Curtain. Iron Curtain is ready for both players. Last War Factory. Can Jeen get it? He's gonna ult it. Gets the war, and Marko goes down. Jeen takes it. Marko versus Jeen. Here we are. This is Marko's map pick. Divide freezes over. Has Marko lost his momentum? Marko was on a 4-game winning streak. Now Jeen is on a 2-game winning streak. The score at the moment, 4-3 for Marko. Important game here for both players. Jeen can tie it up 4-4, or Marko can go to match point by winning this 5-3. A gifted sub to NG from the Great One. Let's go. Thanks a lot, bro. Much appreciated. Meanwhile, bottom left spawn for the yellow player, Marko. Top right spawn for the red player, Jeen. Marko gets this minor drone from Jeen top right. Drone is there for Jeen. Marko does not get the kill here, but he has a second drone here top right. Jeen sees it, places a sentry. Jeen saves his miner. Has not been able to drone Marko yet. Marko on double war. Jeen single war. Still bring out the miners from the war. Tanks are out for Marko. 1 miner behind on Jeen, but a war factory up. Let's crash that. 2 war factories up for Marko on 6 miners. He's on 3 war factories. A lot of drones for Jeen. Is he going to drone approach? He's bringing out a lot of drones. This drone fails. Second drone fails. Jeen unable to drone Marko. A lot of drones top left. Marko still has a drone here, top right. Here comes the drones. Drones get 3 tanks. No, 4. Absolutely everything will get droned here. Value for Jeen top left. Is it enough though? Marko on 4 wars. Jeen is on 4. Jeen, only drones. No tanks out for Jeen. Mad drone strat from Jeen. Yeah, thanks, Raid One. 1 drone gets in. That will force a service depot finally from Marko here on the right side. Waiting on that service depot. There it is. Marko will save the miner. Shit ton of drones from Jeen. Gets this miner as well. That will force another. Oh! Here comes the tanks on the right side. Gets the miner. Trying to run away with the miners is Marko. Sneaky, sneaky. Jeen switching over to tanks. Gets 3 miner kills on the right side. Marko down to 6 miners. This miner will go down. This miner will get... Oh my goodness! Is it enough though? Marko down to 5 miners. A lot of drones here, top left. Oh man. Meanwhile, Jeen pushing in. Looking good for Jeen. Oh, GG call from Jeen. Oh, GG is Jeen calling GG for Marko.
Player defeated.
Oh, wow. And then we are all tied up, boys. 4-4. And this was the strat I expected on Dorado. Jeen tying it up. 4-4 to score. Yeah, that's a good idea, NG. We're going to get Jeen a new logo. And I think, yeah, I think I'm going to take your... Wait, was it you who said it? No, I'm sorry, great one. Jeen needs a new pick, a drone jumping into a tank. Yep, we're going to get on one. We're going to get him that one. Arctic Circle is the map pick by Marko. Here we are, boys. Sponsored show match, best out of 11. Huge thanks to our sponsor, great one. And what a series it has been. We're all tied up. 4-4 the score. Let's bring out the oil counter because this is Arctic Circle. Top left spawn for Marko and bottom right spawn for Jeen. Please note, no allied. Both players are Soviet Iraq mains and they will stick to it for Arctic Circle as well. And I think it's a good Soviet. Oh, 10 gets. Oh, the fuck? What? Was it what? Did Marko drone his own tank? Am I blind or was it a tank? What? That drone came out of a tank, but was it Jeen's tank?
What is going on, Doofus? 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 What is going on? Oh, God.
We'll have to rewatch that. I think Marko droned his own tank, but I might be stupid. I might be really stupid. I thought that drone came out of that yellow tank there. Meanwhile, Marko does get a miner drone, almost gets the kill. 1 HP miner. Jeen already got the naval out. Marko is out tanking. Genetically different in the house. Fully teched is Marko on double war factory. Jeen is not fully teched. He's on double war. Teching up now. Radar comes out. He is in the middle with the naval. And he has taken over some tech at the bottom as well. He will be an oil up. 5 oils to 4. And he will be an airport up as well. Here comes Marko pushing in. Does he have enough? No, he does not. Battle Lab out for Jeen. Iron Curtain out for Marko. Dreadnought for Marko on the outside skirts here of the lake. Jeen is in the middle. And here comes the Dread. Gets the oil. Here's the Dreadnought from Jeen in the middle. Marko is not there. Marko has no counter to this. Radar goes down. There it is. Flags are out for Marko. He will save his oil and this and this important rev. Dread goes down. Here's the why a second Dreadnought. Squids are out. Squids will counter. One squid will counter both Dreadnoughts eventually. Taking both islands is Jeen. Marko has an Iron Curtain ready in about 10 seconds. I don't think you want to push this, Jeen. Tried to bait the Iron Curtain from Marko. Marko does not fall for it. Now pops it. Yeah, Jeen will continue to push. Trying to get Marko out of position. Oh, does he have enough to kill this Iron Curtain? He does not target it. Goes for a minor kill. Gets 2 kills for 5 tanks. IC is popped on 2 tanks and Marko. Oh man! Not the IC Jeen wanted. And he does not have enough. Oh, Marko! Can Marko continue this push? Marko is broke though. Oh, Marko's so broke. He's got the numbers and he has the IC soon. 2 miners going out of his way. Looking good for Marko. Marko still has the Iron Curtain. Miners going down and another War Factory comes out. Jeen cannot keep up. This is Marko's game. Iron Curtain is still ready for Marko. What's going on? IC is finally popped. Look at this. What the fuck? This tank is droned. IC droned. What the fuck? It's still droned. Even after the IC. What the fuck? 2 drone IC. What the hell is wrong with this game? Elite gets droned. Marko should get a service depot ASAP. Another elite comes out. Where's the service depot? Marko is gonna save the elite. This elite is still alive. God, now goes down. Never mind. Jeen is in trouble, boys. Jeen is in a world of trouble. Even that glitch on that IC drone tank. Drones are immortal. Can somebody clip that, please? Or am I too late with that? Oh, I didn't even do a instant replay. Iron Curtain is ready for Marko. Yeah, it's over. Marko's gonna push this. He has the IC ready. Jeen, preemptively. Let's see if it happens again. This tank was droned. Not this time. GG is now called by Marko. And he will go on match point. It is 5-4. Here we go, boys, for game number 10. Marko has vetoed 2 maps. Vetoed Speed Demon and vetoed Tsunami. And now we are on Arabian Oasis for game number 10. Sponsored show match by the one and only Grade 1. Thanks a lot, bro. And it's a best of 11, game number 10. That means somebody's on match point, and it is Marko. Jeen needs to win this on Arabian Oasis to force an all-deciding game number 11. Marko can just take it if he wants. Or lose this one and pick the map for game number 11, boys. Bottom right spawn for Marko, the yellow player. Top left spawn for Jeen and the red player. Akari in the house. Let's go. Drones are out for the boys. Drone from Jeen at the bottom. Preemptive Service Depot standard in the build order from Marko. Jeen is gonna risk it. No preemptive service depot. Scratch that. The doof knows nothing. There's the service depot for Jeen. Both players have their service depot in their standard build order. Slightly different order. Jeen, nonetheless, goes for the miner. Gets a drone. Marko will safely save the miner. Marko does the same. Goes for a miner as well. For now, the players are mirroring each other. Double war factory for both. Triple war. Triple war. 8 miners each. Marko going for the gems. Jeen saving the gems for later. Never mind, goes for it right now. And the tanks are out for Jeen on 9 miners. Tanks were out for Marko on 8 miners at the moment. Jeen going an extra miner. Tanks doing some scouting, I guess, from Marko. Looking to see if there's a drone. Sneaky drone here, top right. Pretty even. Pretty even. Only difference, Jeen is a miner up on Marko and a war factory up on Marko. Marko sticking to full war. Nope, there's the 5th. Next ref, we'll put Marko on equal miners as Jeen. At the moment, Jeen. No. Pretty even. Need a Terror Drone emoji. Yes, sir. That's a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna go on. Again, we see this dog approach from Jeen. Dogs going in. Here comes Jeen. Looked like Marko was not gonna take the fight, but now he is. MCV move from Jeen. Marko moved MCV as well. Pretty equal, boys. Pretty equal. Jeen is still a miner up on Marko. Drone top right. There was a drone top right, but it went down. MCV will move for Marko. 5 war factories each. Still a miner behind as Marko, but he has 3 tanks up on Jeen. VIPs get 50% less on. Really? Is that right? Split from Marko while Jeen goes in. Jeen will push here through the middle. He has a lot. Top left as well. Does Marko have enough though? Dogs go up front. Jeen pushes. I don't think Jeen has enough here. And Marko taking the cliff. Marko winning in Jeen's base. Marko winning back at home, I think, as well. Jeen gets... No, I don't think he got a miner kill. No. Oh, Jeen. Throwing away a lot of tanks. Can he at least get... Oh, GG's called by Marko. Marko calling it. Ahead by 12 tanks. GG's again from Marko. Drones now from Jeen. Drones from Jeen. Is the drones gonna win it for Jeen? Drones doing damage, but here comes Marko just pushing in. Huge split from Jeen, top right. MCV gets sold. Marko is still here. Heavily drone top, bottom left. Are the drones gonna win it for Jeen? Marko though. Marko has money as well. Bottom left, nothing left from Marko. There's not enough for Jeen. I don't think Jeen can take it, but he does. He does not. Does get it. Gets the ref. A lot of drones again for Jeen. Jeen still has his MCV. Still has a ton of miners. 2 AFK though. Miner goes down. 2 minus drone from Marko. A lot of drones. Huge amount of drones from Jeen. I think all the tanks get droned. Jeen is on 7,000. Jeen types in LMAO. And Jeen might take it. Come back surely. Says Marko. Drones find each and every miner, boys. Is it enough? The Marko has 3 miners droned. He's gonna bring over the miners. 2 miners drone. This one will get saved. This one is gonna die. Marko's gonna save 2 miners. 3 miners here. 1 gets droned. Now with the miners, can Marko do something? Oh man, these drone from Jeen, but now oh, a lot of miners here. Oh, Marko's gonna take it anyways, I think. Jeen is broke. MCV gets sold. It's not. Oh man! Oh, what's gonna happen? Elite. Marko is still gonna take it. What a game, man! Oh man! I thought G might have had it. There are no miners left for Jeen. Oh man. Oh, Jeen switching over to tanks. Oh. Jeen is broke. Jeen needs to sell off buildings. Now, Marko has more buildings. Marko has miners working. It is Marko's series. It is Marko's game. Marko's gonna take it, but what an ending to the series. Really close. It looked like the Joes might have won it for Jeen. But Marko bringing the miners. GG's question mark from Marko. Drone gets value. 2 more drones. 3 more drones. Ah, drone's getting value. Oh, new miner for Jeen. Oh, drone's getting value. Oh my goodness. It is 3 tanks to 1. 4 miners to 1. A million Connies to 0. Nah. There's no way, right? GG's again, says Marko. Miner. 3 tanks get droned, but the miner goes down. GG's is gold, and it's finally over. 6-4 the series. What a series. GG's. Well played, boys. And the score is 6-4. GG's. Well played, boys. What an entertaining series. Marko takes it on Arabian Oasis. Predictions were, wow, 94% on Marko, 6% on Jeen, but it was really close.